Hey guys, while I'm working on these videos of Never Been Beat, I wanted to share some of my backstory with you so I can tell you what Never Been Beat means to me. Now, it's going to mean something different to everybody, and that's the beauty of a brand, is it's very subjective and has a personal meaning to it. And so, as far as me, I just want to share a little bit. I'm from Middle Tennessee. I've lived in Hendersonville, Tennessee. That's where my mom lives. My dad lives out in Fairview, Tennessee. I was an athlete, a football player, a nose guard. I had high, quick twitch muscles. I could get in the backfield very quick. I was very driven. Wasn't very fast. I was just laterally very quick. But I was a very, very driven and persistent person. So if somebody told me that it couldn't be done, I was very interested in accomplishing the goal and never giving up. A lot of grit, a lot of fortitude, a lot of drive, a lot of persistence. You know, for example, looking back, growing up in a, I would say lower income to medium income family. Phone's going off. There was a lot of shenanigans, a lot of confidence games, but I was always driven by a feeling, an innate feeling of wanting to transcend my universal narrative that I was in, say it be in a trailer park, or it'd be a duplex, or it'd be kind of a group identity that seemed to grip everybody that I was around, and it seemed to be the common locker room talks, about how do we get out of this town, how do we move forward in life. And I knew the best way to do that was to just take my own journey. I'm walking right now. Man, you just wouldn't believe how many times I've just taken off walking, literally taken off walking from situations that I wasn't too happy with, and I wanted to move forward. And I had a sense of never been beat, like when 9/11 happened. 9/11 happened, I joined the Marine Corps October 9th, 2001. To me, it's not about vanity, It's not about vanity, and it's not about being overly subordinate and meek and weak and things like that. It's optimal belief in one's capabilities and what you're able to do realistically, and your thought process that goes into it. They say all the time what you think about matters. And I think the best thing that we could say to ourselves is that I have never been beat. We're going to take licks, we're going to get knocked down, but we're going to get up and we're going to take off, and we're going to do it our own way. So it's it's kind of a relook at our morals, really. I look at like ethics as like, rules externally that we all talk about in an authoritarian kind of structural way for society, which is needed, to a certain degree, like anything, but to do it simultaneously with our morals, and never been beat, is something that helps me perpetuate one's greatness, my greatness, and believe in myself. All those ethics sound really good until you're pinned up, alone, gassed out. What do you have then? Well, for me, I have never been beat, because I'm never going to give up on myself. I'm never going to give up on other people. I'm never going to give up on just put my best foot forward. And so that's what it means to me. Now I'm going to interview men that believe the same thing. And so it's going to come with some rhetoric. It's going to come with some just good times. It's going to come with a lot of different things, you know. But this is, you know, my backstory. You know, I grew up traveling around the city, meeting new kids. It's like adventures of Gulley, you know, or Huckleberry Finn, or however you want to say it. I was on my bicycle. My mom would always say, "Now, Jason, you can't start knocking on doors till 10 o'clock." So that was me. I was knocking on doors. I was going around everywhere I could to meet new kids and new experiences. And then I would take off to another neighborhood, another neighborhood, another neighborhood. And that was kind of my thing all through school. Moved around a little bit. You know, I would always run into the bully because I wasn't so concerned. I wasn't thinking about superior or inferior. That wasn't something that ever went through my mind. I didn't even know people were experiencing that because I was so into what I was experiencing and what I was just doing, laughing, cutting up. So for example, you go back to middle school, I was joking around with my neighbor at Knox Doss in Hendersonville. I was a new guy. I was being loud, probably. Wasn't so concerned with the big bully in the school. And next thing you know, an 8th grader, I was a 6th grader, came over to me and